10, 9, ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. Liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Roger Tower.
Welcome to the Alien Pro Podcast. It is Saturday, January 20th, 2024. I'm Doug. This is Matt and our esteemed guest, Robert. It's Shiepe, sir?
Yes, Robert Shiepe, yes.
And you're 40, and Robert he's you a retired pharmacist, or are you still doing it?
I'm retired, but I'm I just actually, I met with, believe it or not, I don't even believe how I got lucky. I met with the pharmacy board in Sacramento
Oh, wow, really?
yesterday. We're going to go forward with a new project.
Really? What do you got? Is it secret?
It's technically a secret, but it has to do with public health, how to enhance public health.
Nice.
But it's potentially a lot of work on my end, but very rewarding. So it's a small world, and you're in Sacramento also, so maybe it's a good sign.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So, but mostly for now, I do a little part-time work, but I'm pretty busy these days. I'm pretty busy with my investments and just work around the house and life, and just trying to take care of myself. And the days go by fast, and just take care of the wife and the family, and it just flies.
You got kids? How many kids you got?
I have 2 dogs.
Yeah, the fur babies. Yeah, I got one of those too.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
I love that, and if all my research ends up paying off big time, I'm going to open a huge animal charity.
Nice.
Huge.
My wife would love to hear that. I like to hear it too, but she's a huge animal fan. Dogs, obviously. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. That's what motivates me to do this. I did really well. In 1986, for what it's worth for your viewers, I'm a clinical pharmacist, and I don't know if it's luck or hard work, maybe both, but I opened the first mail order pharmacy in the United States.
Nice.
Oh no! Did you get some kind of patent on that or
But you can't really patent
a
that
process? No.
process, but
Yeah.
I was the first, and I captured a lot of business in the country. I specialized in infectious disease. So really, I'm an expert when it comes to antiviral therapy, HIV, vaccines. You might say I'm overqualified, and I was servicing the country for 25 years.
Wow.
Oh
So
wow.
I got to know all the infectious disease doctors. Infectious disease doctors, again, are doctors who take care of well, for instance, like viruses, COVID treatments. They're the go-to doctor. They're the experts, and I got to know them, and I got to know who the smart ones are. And again, it was just very rewarding. I got to meet. I was the pharmacist to the stars. Because of that, I was invited, and I got to know a lot of star people. One of the things I really missed was hanging out at Paramount Studio,
Wow.
watching them film Star Trek in
Oh
the
wow.
in the,
Star
in the,
Trek.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
in the private. I think it was the Studio 12, I believe. And I could come and go as I want, and that place was off limits, super top secret. Uh, but they got to know me, and I would just hang around between breaks. I'd stand on the bridge and sit in the captain's chair, or stand on the transporter.
That's amazing.
I
That's
took a lot of
amazing.
pictures on that
Well,
stuff. A lot.
I'm a,
The transporter actually, because of the TV, it's deceiving. It's not that big. It's about as big as a 4-foot coffee table, actually.
really.
Really?
Yeah, but on TV, it's like, wow, this thing is huge. It looks like it's 10 by 10.
Yeah.
Um, so I miss all that. So I'm not doing this for money or fame
Right.
because I've been there and I did. When you're the inventor of something like a mail order pharmacy, you do very well.
Yeah.
And I told some friends what I was doing, and they copied, and they did extremely well. They're all living in Beverly Hills and Bel Air, and
Very nice.
yeah. So I'm doing this for humanity. I'm doing this because I have a high science background, just because of my religious and spiritual beliefs that I want to see humanity make it. I
Yeah.
want to I want to give humanity that push. And when you see my videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because if we can extract 1% of the technology that I'm recording, uh, we could jump almost 50 years in the future.
Oh, wow.
That's my motive. That's
Right.
where I'm going. I don't have a book. I don't have a movie, nothing like that. I don't have a hat us to sell. Uh,
Okay,
so
I'm going to regress just a little bit. I'm supposed to mention, I don't know if you know this guy, Rob, the
Ron Anderson,
clown Ron Anderson. Tell me
yeah,
about Ron. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
right.
he said I have to mention him.
Thank you. No, that's
We want
correct.
to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, Ron does a charity. A clown is an acronym for a children's charity.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
He's helping me really get the word out. A lot of my viewers are. A lot of my viewers are very proactive to get the word out. He's doing his part, so he's reaching out. He's contacting you, other podcast
Good.
people, because I can't do it all. I've for what it's worth, I've done what I could. I've sat down with one of the ABC agencies. I've done several lectures at the United States Air Force Base on these UAPs. I've been on the Discovery Channel Fright Club. I've
Wow.
been on other podcasts, uh, the the Link Project. So literally millions of people have seen my videos. I'm doing what I can, but I need other people's help. No person is an island. And it's a team effort to get this work because the work is very real. This is not a one-time lucky video. I have 4,000 UAP videos, and it's not by
wow.
luck. It's strategically planned. It's predictable. All these UFO, these UAPs, because a lot of people still refer UFOs, and I understand that. I even agree because UAPs imply it could be man-made,
Right.
but UFOs imply that it's off planet or it's from our future.
Ah,
But nevertheless, they're extremely predictable. Uh, Not only here in Los Angeles, we seem to be infested. I'm in Marina Del Rey, Los Angeles. Marina Del Rey is the largest marina in North America.
All right.
It is the number one source of income, or the number two source of income for the Los Angeles County, uh, other than property tax, which is number one for any city in the country. Marina Del Rey is the second largest revenue. So all these, Marina Del Rey is infested with these small UFOs, and I call them dragons because 6 years ago, I was certain I was recording dragonflies because
yeah.
they had to be a bird or an insect. Birds were quickly eliminated, so then it had to be an insect. But with years of more research, I got better camera, better lenses, it's just on and on. I came to the conclusion that these are not insects. These are small UFOs flying around, are military helicopters. So I have a lot to say. I'll be happy to share. If you have any questions, you want me to jump in, I'll answer all your questions quickly. I'll volunteer as much information as possible. So you decide.
Oh, you just go. Tell me how you, the history of how you got. You've been doing this 40 years.
Yes.
Let us know how you got started in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, It's a real quick. I've always had an interest. Well, ever since the age of 4, I knew I was going to be a scientist. I don't know how I knew that, but I knew I would be. And at the age of 10, I knew I'd be a pharmacist. And then around 1970, it's like I wanted to figure out this UFO mystery. What is going on here? What's going on? I went to pharmacy school, Laramie, Wyoming. I ended up becoming, I don't know if you know, I ended up becoming friends with Dr. Leo Sprinkle. Uh, Dr. Leo Sprinkle was friends with Dr. Alan Hynek. They were
Oh,
partners. They were like really big. So I was hanging out with some big people at the time. I just didn't know it. Uh, Laramie, Wyoming, there was actually a huge UFO contact person there. His name was Pat McGuire. He was very similar to uh, uh, Billy Myers in Switzerland,
yeah.
the Pleiade contact. So fast forward, oh gosh, fast forward 1986, I started the first mail order pharmacy. I met some amazing people in the military. I met a very gifted gentleman, Glenn Falkenstein, who was the world's best telepath. He was telepathic, extremely gifted, time traveler also. Uh, so I think that also helped with my UFO journey, you might say. But to answer your questions, how did it all get started? I mean, we'll go back to Glenn a little later, but how did it all get started? So I retired in 2012. Well, in 2017, I know that in the UFO world, it seemed like everything got busy on
Yeah.
2017.
The Tic
Well,
Tac video. Yeah.
it got very busy over here in the Los Angeles area. It took off. It's just unbelievable. In 2017, for no reason, the Coast Guard and the Army Black Hawk choppers suddenly showed up and started hovering over Marina Del Rey. And hovering, I mean 300 feet. And they stayed there every day for 4 hours for 2 weeks,
Wow.
hovering over Marina Del Rey, where there are 5,000 boats. The richest is basically the richest area in Los Angeles. It's extremely wealthy. To give you an example, we have a Costco and a Home Depot just a half a mile away from Marina Del Rey. And both those stores are the largest income stores on the West Coast.
Wow.
That's how much
Wow.
money it's
It's amazing.
generating it. So my point is, we have an affluent community, and all of a sudden, essentially, we are being invaded by these small UFO, UAP objects, again, dragons, because I thought they were dragonflies. Now, how I figured this out, I mean, again, I got to give the Coast Guard and the Army credit. Obviously, I do know by talking to my military people that in 2016, our new thermal satellites went online where they could detect cigarette or literally a cigarette or a cigarette lighter. Phenomenal technology. And it came to their awareness something was going on in the LA area, in the Marina Del Rey area. And then about a year later, that's when they sent in the Black Hawks in the Coast Guard. And that's why, and after 2 weeks, I ignored it for about 10 days. But I said, you know what? Something doesn't seem right. This is not normal. So I took out my camcorder and I started recording the choppers. And you could see these small dots flying around our
Right.
helicopters
Oh, wow.
over and over. It was very predictable. And that's when it started. So I just kept recording. It's 6 years later, and I'm still recording because the Army, the military, they're still here chasing these objects.
Are they interacting with them at all as though they know they're there, or does it seem?
Well, it's both true. The pilots know they're there. These UAP dragons know they're there. It's become a predictable science. So essentially, and I've turned this into a very predictable science. So I went out and I got a better camera, a Panasonic X1000 4K 60 frames, professional tripod. I went out and then I'm also an inventor, by the way. I have my first patent.
Oh, wow.
It's a pill reminder, which which is extremely clever, if I could say so myself. So I went out and I got a 14-inch 4K monitor. I attached it to my Panasonic X1000. I built the light box around it so I could see the monitor outside. And I attached two car radar detectors to my monitor. So I could to do a theory to test that maybe these things are giving off RF, and if they are giving off RF, maybe it will trigger one of the radar detectors. So I don't know if you remember, but last March 19th, 2023, at the Congress hearings, the Pentagon gave a chart to Congress saying, here are the characteristics of these UFOs. They're small, they're fast, and they trigger the X band. They
Yeah.
trigger the X. And the reason I tell you that is, yes, my X band radar goes off when these dragons fly by. And so the X band and the K band, the Pentagon didn't bring up the K band, but the K band, X band goes off 8% of the time. And also 8% of the time, they leave a click behind, a clicking sound behind. So you can hear it on the video. But you can only hear it on the video if you are recording behind a glass door. That is, if you are inside a chamber, like inside your house or inside your car, or if you are inside a cockpit of an F-18. That's technically a glass chamber because the glass chamber filters out the white noise and it only lets in the click sound from the UAP. And I have all those videos and I could prove all that. I'm going to prove everything I'm saying. I'm going to prove you. I'm going to show you. So I literally have over 4,000 videos of these UAP dragons. Um, and I have four super spectacular videos. And I call these red diamond videos. And the reason I call them red diamond videos is because the most precious diamond, rarest diamond in the world are red diamonds. Not many. Just to give you a clue of how many there are, I researched it a little bit. I went to Tiffany's in Beverly Hills. I said, could I just see one of your red diamonds? We don't have red diamonds here. When I was in New York, I walked to Tiffany's. I said, hey, can I see one of your red diamonds? We don't have red diamonds in New York and Tiffany's. What? He goes, look, if you want to see a red diamond, go to Texas. Texas has all the red diamonds. I was blown away by that.
Wow.
So my point is, very rare out of the blue, green, yellow. Uh, yeah, I'm not a jewelry person, but I would love to have a tiny little red diamond. I'm just saying, the rarest of the rarest. So I do have 4 red diamond videos, and if you're happy, I'll be happy to show you these 4 red diamond.
Yeah.
These are the no kid joking around videos. This is. I mean, you've seen the videos. The Pentagon is showing Congress with they call them the flyby videos, where the little UAP flies by 1 or 2 frames, and everybody's going, what? I didn't see anything. So that is the worst of the worst videos that they are showing. Believe me, the Pentagon has much better videos.
Right.
So I have the red diamond videos. So if you want, I'll show you some red diamond videos, and then
Yeah.
I'll show you these dragons. And on these dragon videos, so what I did is, because their speed is 2,000 miles an hour and I'm shooting at 60 frames a second, on the average, they're there for 20 frames, which is 1/3 of a second. And 1/3 of a second is kind of in the neighborhood of a blink of an eye. So if you blink your eye when you're recording these, you won't see it, but the camera will see that. The digital cameras will see this. The human eye does not see them. The digital camera will see them. So what I've learned to do after years of experiment, I've copied and pasted each frame on 1/3 of a second, and I put them on one photograph, and that one photograph, I call it an interpolation. So you can see where the dragon entered and where it left. And the majority of them are straight, and the majority of them are left to right or right to left. 10% of them are up and down, and maybe 1% of them are circular or turning or non-ballistic. And those are really nice to look at. These things only, for the most part, they only fly when there are helicopters. That's the easiest way to predict when they will show up. So all I do, I keep a little iPad right here, and I watch planefinder.net. It's free radar. It's free radar, and you can see any airplane in the sky in the world.
Does it do
Which
military?
yeah, anything. And
Planefinder.net. Because I use Flight Radar and it 24 and it doesn't do military.
That shouldn't
yeah,
do military though.
It
you
does.
would think
Well,
it
no,
would.
transponder.
Yeah, it gives you too much information. Frankly,
Yeah.
they shouldn't have it. You should have to have a pilot's license to have access to this data.
Yeah.
I'm puzzled why they would just give it to anybody on the planet. It's concerning, but it does have a military button that you could click, and it only shows military aircraft.
I have a
So
question too.
Yeah.
yes.
So could this be some kind of nanotechnology? And do they have a certain shape? Are they like the round? I don't know if you've ever seen the videos of the round kind of orbs, the metallic orbs that Arrow talked about. Is that what we're discussing? Have you noticed a shape to these?
Yes, I have noticed the shape. Great question. There is a movie from '86, Steven Spielberg. It's called Batteries Not Included.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw it. I just saw it for the first time. They kind of look like that. They're small. They're flat disc. They're disc. I mean, I don't know how Steven Spielberg got a lucky guess like that.
Yeah.
Very similar. And then even in the movie, he shows that they self-replicate. And that is my theory also. And I'll explain my theory. I think you'll agree that they can self-replicate. So yeah, but basically this is the hard part. This is for now it'll be the hard part. When they're stationary or when there's low velocity, they shrink. So they shrink to about 1 inch, and then when they launch they expand to about 10, or at least the silhouette or the corona appears to be about 10 inches. And I have video to prove that, and I will prove that. So just write that down and say, Robert, show me this, show me that. I
Okay.
think that expansion has to do with two things in physics, either F equals ma, and where you approach the speed of light, your mass will expand. And I do agree, at 2,000 miles an hour, it's not approaching the speed of light. But also the other theory is heat expands objects. On a hot day, 1,000-foot bridge will grow 3 or 4 inches.
Right.
Because they operate on extreme high voltage. Extreme high voltage is a lot of heat. There's a lot of thermal heat. So when these things become active, there's a surge of energy, a surge of heat, and it may cause them to expand from 1 inch to 10 inches. That's probably the more correct theory. But I will show you all these pictures, and you decide. You and your viewers decide. I'm only putting this out there as a courtesy. Again, I don't have a book,
Yeah.
a movie to sell.
Why don't you have a book, Robert?
Yeah.
I'm doing maybe later.
You're busy.
I'm doing. In honesty, I've done really well in pharmacy, so I'm kind of less motivated to work so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
It's not easy to
Okay,
write a book.
maybe it will come. Maybe some person will say I'm a ghostwriter. Show me your videos. Let me write it for you. I would maybe be open to that, but again, it's like I'm just doing this to help humanity. Again, if we can glean 1% of the technology, I'm excited about that, because then we could because these things are running on electricity, and X-ray machines run on electricity. If we could take that technology and apply it to hospital X-rays, CT, MRIs, our resolution will go up. The quality of our resolution at the hospital X-ray machines will go up 5, 6, 700%, which means when you go in and you have a problem, they're going to see the smallest problem so much faster. They're going to see the clots in your heart, the blockage. They're going to be able to determine if you have polyps in your colon so much faster. Uh, we need that technology. We need better medical. Believe me, as a pharmacist, we need better medical technology now, not later. We
Right.
need it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So that's why
We're in the Stone Age with medical. It's crazy.
we really are, and I'm frustrated by it. And I look around, and I know a lot of doctors, and they tell me how frustrated they are. We're in the Stone Ages. You know, if you get in an accident and you get your leg cut off, go to a hospital because they could probably sew it back on, but don't expect too much more after that.
Yeah.
It's
They could sew it back on if you get your
uh,
leg cut off.
Yeah.
I didn't know
uh,
that.
Fingers. Yeah.
most
They've done it
most
before.
of the time. It depends if your surgeon, how tired he is, how motivated,
How motivated
Yeah,
how old
great.
you are.
Yeah, yeah.
how old you are. It depends on how good your insurance
Yeah, I was gonna
is.
say your
Yeah.
benefits.
It's
Would you agree that you don't get as good a care as an older? I know you're not old, but an older person. I'm kind of old, and I really feel like I kind of feel like we don't, when you go in, they don't care as much about you as they would like maybe a 40-year-old.
Your benefits. It depends on how much you're
I
paying
think
them
they're trying to kill me, Robert.
well, they do fact in medicine. We factor that in. We always say, well, he's this age, his life expectancy.
Yeah.
He's going to live 8 more years. So we're not going to really go out of our way compared to a 20-year-old. We do factor that in. It would help if you told the surgeon, if you told the doctor, say, look, I know I'm an old guy, but I want to live a long time. So you do everything you have to do, and you call in other
Plead
specialists.
your case.
Yeah.
State your case, and they will factor that in. They will. It will help you. But if you go in and don't say anything, they're going to assume you don't care, and things go downhill
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave it to my wife to explain that because she's
Oh,
going to be like, yeah, he's out.
She's gonna hear this.
I know.
You're
She doesn't
setting
listen to
this
the
up.
show.
Oh.
But ironically, now there's a lot of truth in all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know people, for some reason, people ask me medical questions all the time, and I'm like, you know what, I I don't want to get on their bad side, and I don't want to get on Big Farm's bad side.
Yeah.
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 No, you
Yeah.
do not.
Exactly.
Because right now, the government, the Air Force, they're like, we're going to let you talk about this, Robert, because you're putting out a lot of good video and you're giving us good data. But Big Farm, uh, they're like,
Yeah.
uh, you better watch what you say about us
Yeah.
because we have friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I did have that happen a few times in the pharmacy world where I kind of wouldn't play along. I wouldn't promote a certain medication, and believe me, I got threatened by Big Farm.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I can't really tell that story because I'm
Yeah.
still in business. But I'll be happy to tell you everything about the UFO world that I know about, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So again, we have these small UAPs flying around Marina Del Rey every day, every day. If I glance to my right, I'm just looking at planefinder.net. I'm looking to see if the police or the army is coming in. I can tell you this: I've been doing a lot of podcasts in the last 5 months, and all of a sudden, a lot of the sorties, the military sorties, have stopped.
Oh.
They've stopped. So there's been way over 15,000 in 6 years. Way over. I don't want to make it. It's really closer to 40,000 sorties, but it's too hard to believe. So I just tell people 15,000. Every single aircraft, helicopter the Pentagon has been here, and I recorded it. And they got tagged by these UFO dragons. A tag is when they fly into the frame or fly up to the helicopter. And I have all these, and I will show them to you. And I've
Yeah.
interpolated them. I've spent a lot of money to interpolate them. So I don't do it myself because there's a limit how much I could do. It's
Yeah.
just they have so many hours in a day here. So I do my best. I fortunately, knock on wood, I have the money where I can hire people to do things, but personally, I can't. I can only juggle so much. So you tell me where you want to go if you have questions, and
You
I will.
you don't want to put it. You don't have a website though, right? Or do you have a
Oh,
website?
I do. Thank you. Custodian file on YouTube. I'm not a social media, so I don't have. I have a little bit on Instagram. I don't use it, but I don't have Facebook and all the other ones. I'm like, it's so redundant, and I'm probably losing out. Maybe I should. Maybe someone in the future can help me do that. But just go to custodian file, and you'll see video that's not supposed to exist.
And that's on YouTube, custodian file.
Yes, yes, custodian file YouTube, precisely, custodian file. Yeah, so thank you for asking. I'm supposed to say that.
Yeah, so.
I don't.
Yeah, there's too many things to look at with the podcast. We're on several different, we just got on Rumble, and that's,
Okay.
because that's, it doesn't pay very much, and face very, very little. It might pay more for you because you have a much more interesting thing to look at than us old people. But it's you might consider Rumble. That's the new, and Rumble came about because YouTube is getting a little prohibitive in what they want to allow you to share. It doesn't really apply to us because I got a COVID banner because I talk bad about the vaccine.
Oh, I could say a few little. Yeah, I feel you. I'm telepathic with that. Like I said, that's my specialty: antiviral care and vaccines.
And you actually spoke to a UFO. You were a speaker. Weren't you at one of the conferences or something? Or
at the Air Force Base.
Yeah, at March
Air Force Base. Yeah.
How did that come about? And how'd that go?
Small world. Well, one of my patients from the pharmacy, his neighbor is the director of the Air Force Base. So I sat down with him. I showed him 50 of my photographs, and he's looking. I gave him a photo album. For your younger viewers, you don't know what a photo album is. It's just a book with a lot of pictures. You're turning the pages, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, sir, I'm showing you 10, 20, 30, 40 amazing photos, and you're not reacting to it. And then finally, at the last page, he sees this orange interpolated dragon. He goes, I love this. I love this. When can you come? When can you do your lecture? I said, I can come this Saturday, and you can keep that photo.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know. I shake my head. It's like, how did I get invited to an airport? Because that doesn't happen. Just certain things don't happen. So I look back often. It's like, wow, how did that happen? How did that happen? But I think a lot of it's divine intervention. And so things that are supposed to happen are happening. And again, like yesterday, I had a meeting. I had a VIP meeting with the pharmacy board, and that's not supposed to happen. That's just not supposed to happen. So I think there's a lot of divine intervention. So yeah, you know what? I mean, you decide. I like I said, I could do the red diamond video.
Yeah, let's see the video.
Maybe the red diamonds, because
Yeah.
I think I know your audience is being very patient, but I can hear them saying, Robert, show us the videos. Just show us the videos. Just don't talk anymore. Show us the videos.
Yeah, right.
Do you have it on the tablet?
No, I haven't. I learned how to.
Can you share? Because I'm not great at Zoom, so we're gonna have to muddle through this.
Both has disabled. You need to let me in. I guess you got to press one of those.
The share screen, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, and you can record this if you want. I don't remember the recording thing.
How do I allow him to share, Dylan?
Advanced sharing options.
What's that? This one?
Advanced sharing options.
Advanced sharing options.
You can talk, Dylan. We have an intern here.
All
Okay, participants. Thank God you're here.
See, what about
who
can?
I should do it.
Okay. Do I need to save that or anything?
I should put all participants on this as well.
Participants.
And then just close it out. And he should
X out of it.
Yeah. Now you should be able to.
All right. You should be able to share.
All right. Oh, there it is.
We have an intern here.
Yeah,
Thank God.
teaching.
Say hi, Dylan.
Yeah,
How's it going, guys?
Okay. So I just go down to my library. Come on, computer. Go down to. I'm going to start with the interpolations. I'm just going to start with the interpolations. I have 400 of them, but this will give
Wow.
you a clue of what's
400.
going on. Okay, ironically, this is the one that got me in the Air Force. This one right here.
Whoa.
This is just a tourism chopper. All again, you look at plane finder when you see a helicopter coming. I go to my balcony, I press record, I get new Dragon video. It is that predictable. Is it 100%? No. It is on a slow day, it's 30% predictable. On an active day, it is 95% predictable. Um, so this is how it is. But this is the one that got me in the Air Force. And they took the lectures very serious. So let me replay that a little and I'll shoot through as many interpolations because I know your viewers are like, again, show us pictures, show us evidence.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Doubled.
what we're
That's a
seeing here,
double in there.
let me try to enlarge it real quick. What we're seeing here, there's some flashes going on.
Right there.
What these are, yeah, this is why I was certain, oh, these are dragonflies. They gotta be. But just through, well, after 12,000 hours of research, you realize they're not dragonflies or insects. They're running on electricity. So these are plasma jets, tiny lightning bolts. So they're running on electricity and this is their propulsion. Now, are they using it for lift or are they using it for steering? I'm not sure, maybe both, but it does have, they are using it to fly and when they change when the angles of the plasma jets change, the direction changes. But essentially, this is how they're doing this. And you'll see this on all my UFO videos, this plasma jet. So let's shoot through them. Here is pretty much the majority of
Oh
these
wow, look at that.
Yeah.
are law enforcement. This one got really close to my roof. Um, I personally, I think they're flying interference. They hang around my house for some reason. And they kind of get uncomfortable if the military or if the police fly too close to my roof. They do fly interference,
Huh.
but that's fine with me. It doesn't bother me. Right here where it says no GPS over roof, that means the helicopter did not have his radio transponder turned on, so he was not on plane finder. That's what it means.
Military.
And as we're speaking, if you're looking at planefinder.net, the LAPD is flying in right now, ID number 662. They're going to follow the same pattern. They're going to fly up to the beach. They're going to circle Marina Del Rey. I'm not going to record them because I'm doing the podcast right now, and we kind of have some overcast. But you know what I will do as a compromise? I will turn my radar detector on, and you might hear the X-band fire off. So let me do that real fast.
Am I allowed to say something?
Hmm?
Am I allowed to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, can you kind of hear that in the background? The X-band and the K-band. So now, again, in 3 more minutes, the police will be flying over the hot zone, Marina Del Rey. And the super hot zone in Marina Del Rey are the Jetty Rocks. The Jetty Rocks are 2,000 feet of very large rocks, and they're designed to stop the wave action from entering the marina to keep the marina calm. So the flight pattern is to fly in, circle the Jetty Rocks, because the Jetty Rocks are ground zero. That's where these things are coming and going. They come out of the water, they land in the water. So the police come in with their thermal cameras. They try to locate these UFO dragons, and they do their best to chase them. But the thing is, the chopper is going 150 and the dragons are going 2,000. So
Wow.
it's not much of a chase, but it always ends up with better video. Again, because of the fog, I'm not going to record this, but I did turn on my car radar detector. That's all it is. You get a car radar detector, a used one on eBay for 40, 50 bucks. You attach it to your camera, you point it at aircraft, helicopters or aircraft or airplanes, airliners. Everything gets tagged, by the way. Anything over 150 feet will get tagged, or get reconned. We are being probed. We are being scanned. Everything on this planet. That is their secondary function. Their primary function is to escort UFOs to planet from planet to ascertain for safety, almost like private security. It's an escort protection. Now, once they get to a planet, then they recon the planet heavily. I estimate there to be 1 dragon per square mile on planet Earth. And Google says there's about 200 million square miles on planet Earth. So it puts us at about 200 million. We'll get into that later.
Where are these things coming from, Robert? Are they in the ocean or are they?
I'm sorry, did you just hear the K-band go off?
No.
Let me turn it up louder. The K-band just went off. I just turned the radar detectors to full volume, but we just got a K-band. I'm looking at the plane finder. The LAPD is at the beach. He just made a U-turn. He's circling at the beach. He's circling because he sees something. I'm looking again. You can do this right now. You could go on planefinder.net.
Doug's doing that now.
This is live time. This is real. I
I
told
could
you.
find Marina Del Rey.
Yeah, he's trying to find Marina Del Rey.
Well, if you
Are
can
you
find
just Marina Del Rey? Is that Long Beach or how?
Los Angeles. Just look for Los Angeles. That's all. Santa Monica. You know where Santa Monica
Yeah.
is?
Monica.
Okay. There it is.
There you go. There it is right there, right?
Yeah, wow. He's making a U-turn. He's leaving. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Come on back. Okay. We'll just
Yeah,
we'll
it's
just
PD.
talk to him
They're
later.
watching Plane Finder. It's saying this
Sometime-
live.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the government's watching this
That
podcast.
trips me out.
That was really odd. He should not have.
We're not live. We're recording, Robert. So you
Okay.
can't see us. No, you can't see us yet till we.
It's like those other ones.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, maybe we'll get another shot
Yeah,
at this.
that sounds
But
How much energy
basically,
it would take to change
here,
partially
let's
at that speed.
keep
right at 2000 speed.
let's keep shooting through. But you'll get a kick out of this plane finder. It becomes very addictable. Okay, so what we have here, we have the paracel. The paracel being launched. And I know when the my camera's at 200 feet. So when I know when the paracel is approximately equal, or actually the horizon is approximately 150 feet, the ocean horizon. So I know right where the paracel is about right there. I turn my, it's funny, I wait till the last 5 seconds and then I turn my camera on because that's how predictable it is. So in this case, we got a bird right here on the left.
Right.
We have the paracel, and sure enough, over here on the bottom corner, you're going to see a dragon come off the roof. He's going to do a curve, he's going to do an arc, and he's going to land over here all very quickly. So here we go. Here we go. Watch the right side.
Oh, there he is.
Very
Wow.
predictable.
And that's at 2,000 miles an hour?
That's 2000. I'm shooting 60 frames.
60 frames.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. So roughly halfway is 20 frames. And
Right.
The other half. So that's 2/3 of a second. He just traveled in far excess of 1,000 feet, maybe
Right.
15 feet, 1,500 feet in 2/3 of a second. Yeah, that's why they're invisible to the human eye.
Right. You're only catching them when you're shooting multiple.
Correct. So the 4K, by the way, you don't need a fancy camera. Your cell phone will work. Your cell phone will work, will do the job.
Yeah.
Just find a helicopter, landscape sideways, not vertical sideways, because most dragons go from left to right. And let me enlarge that real quick. And
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Yeah, record for 20 to 30 seconds.
That is definitely.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what the heck?
There's no.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen something video-wise
That's
to go,
wild.
wow.
They're reconning. They want to know what this
60
thing is.
per second.
60 frames.
60 frames per second. You're right. A human eye is not going to catch that.
No. The digital camera, far superior to human vision. Far. So good. Let's shoot and ask questions, but let's
Yeah.
shoot.
See some more.
through some mark.
Wow.
So you'll notice again.
Watch the blades that's going through. Those blades are not, I mean, they're moving, but they're barely moving. That's showing
Yeah.
how quick that's it.
Yeah.
See how that
Yeah.
turned? That was
I
like
mean,
maybe a half rotation by the time it got out of the frame. So that's moving.
that's correct. That's exactly the way to look at it. Watch those blades. They're barely moving. Look at this.
So they got about 7 rotations that blade by the time it got to the other side of the frame. That's fast.
That's about correct. That's exactly
Wow.
what's going on. And because the police have the thermal cameras, they can see these things.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Is those visible on thermal?
Yes, absolutely. The IR, they're using IR. They're not really using flare.
Really?
But so fast. I mean, you
But
know,
flare,
you
flare,
blink your eye, you don't even see it.
no, you will miss it. If you're recording with the camera and you blink, you will miss it.
Also, it's got kind of like it almost looks like a bubble. I don't know if that's just could be a shadow days, but I want to say there's like what's that?
It almost looks like it has something on it.
Like a wing.
Yeah.
That's the plasma jet, and I've got better close-ups.
Okay.
So let me go through. What we have here is the Coast Guard. Again, every agency in the government is here looking for this thing all the time, all the time. It's very frustrating.
Probably comes from the water.
They're doing the best they can, but
Oh,
look at
that
this.
just appeared there. Unless it can't. Oh no,
there it is. There it is.
There it is.
I'll keep replaying it.
Okay.
Here, let me pause it.
Good. That's quick.
Are these all from your house, Robert? All these videos?
Yes, all from my balcony.
Really? Wow.
I like your view.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it motivates.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Here's the Coast Guard. This is some of the
That
good
is like
stuff.
a bird, but
This is some of the good stuff.
that's got a distinct shape.
It's
it curves.
approximately 10 inches in motion. Because of the heat expansion, it expands from 1 to 10. Again, these things are extreme high voltage.
Yeah.
So it's not magic. It's not magic. I know nobody's ever said, no UFO researcher has ever said, oh, these things are expanding. I get it. But I have a heavy science background. They teach us more than pharmacology. Back in the day, we had to learn everything: biology, anatomy, physics, chemistry, organic chemistry, you name it. Oh my God, it took forever to figure, to get out of college. But yeah, I'm glad I did.
Wow.
So I have somewhat of an
Wait,
understanding.
go up one more frame. It looked like it banked, like it lifted, like you can see it straight, the side edge.
Right. Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
And look, it banks. You can tell where it turns, right? Go slow, go back a little bit more.
Right there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It flattens out when it banks. So it's almost like you can see the top of whatever it is.
I've got closer ones. I've got one.
Oh yeah, let's see that.
I've got one so close.
That's pretty cool.
This is the highway patrol getting tagged because he's escorting a VIP on the ground. So, and I'm close to LAX, the airport.
Right.
So he's escorting a VIP, and while he's reconning the VIP, he's getting reconned by a dragon.
Wow.
So when it's this close, there's something called plane of focus.
Right. It's going to focus on the helicopter and not that item.
You got it. Let's keep shooting because your viewers want to. Okay,
Yeah.
so because the science is so extremely predictable, it's extremely predictable. You can find these things on YouTube. They're all over YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos like this.
Yeah, they love air shows. They love the Thunderbirds and they love the Blue Angels. It's about a 40-60 ratio. They really love the Blue Angels. So if you want to research it, research Blue Angel videos first. And out of all the cities, because you have to know which city should I look at, or one city, are there more dragons in one city than the other? And technically, yes, and that will be Chicago.
Oh, really?
So I have found more than my share of dragons and UFOs in Chicago. In fact, one of my Chicago videos I've labeled as a red diamond, and I will show you that red diamond. Let me show you a few more interpolations. But the whole thing is very predictable. This is just, that's why there's so many. So here, let me back, that's Chicago, but let me
Wow.
back up.
Whoa.
Wait, what was that?
Yeah.
You got Doug's,
Look at that.
You got Doug's attention there.
Okay.
He woke
Okay,
him
what we
up.
have here, we have an Earth drone, and this is not the Earth, this is the Dragon coming off the ground. So my contractor, he said, I have a drone here. I said, wait a minute, launch your drone. Let me go to my balcony. Let me record it. And his drone went from the ground. It got halfway. It got right here.
Right.
And it got right here. The Dragon came off the ground. It eclipsed the Earth drone and went straight up. So this is interpolated. So what's going on here, everyone? These dragons are saying, if you humans are smart enough, you'll realize we eclipsed the Earth drone. We hacked into Robert's camera. We positioned ourselves so you could not see the Earth drone. And so in other words, they're saying to us, don't underestimate how smart we are. These guys are sharp. These dragons or who's ever behind them are sharp. So I do have 3 Earth drone videos, and out of all three got tagged, and one's better than the next. But let me shoot through them.
Okay.
Make notes as I speak. If there's
If there's a question.
if there's a question, say, hey Robert, by the way, can you show us that other Earth drone video? I'd like to see. I'd be happy to.
Okay.
But let me try. Okay, what we're having here real fast. So remember, they are at air shows. This is an air show. It's Orange County, California. It's the Blue Angels 2 years ago. All I do is I know how to professionally watch air show videos on YouTube. There is a secret way to watch YouTube frame by frame. It's proprietary. YouTube asked me not to tell anybody, but I do use the technique to find dragons. It's a lot easier when you can go frame by frame. So the reason is, once I find the dragons, I set it aside and I show people. So here it is, Huntington Beach, Orange County, California, a couple of years ago. So what do you think? Why do you think I'm showing you this? Because you're going to see a dragon. So what we have here, we have a camera guy pointing in one direction, and in the next video, he'll be pointing at the next. But let me just play the video because I'm talking too much here. So right here, there's the pier, the Huntington Beach Pier. So the camera is pointing north. He's pointing at the aircraft, the cargo plane. He's pointing north, okay? And look what happens. Look what flies by.
There it goes.
Oh, wow.
What the?
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's
It's so
crazy.
solid going away too. It doesn't light.
Yeah.
Where's it coming from?
It's coming from like somewhere off that beach part.
Yeah,
right off the ground.
Yeah.
Sitting on the ground next to somebody.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And you would never know it because it would be just a tiny object. It'd be a tiny black object. You would think it's a piece of litter.
It's got to be close because look at the size versus the ratio of the plane. It's close to that camera.
Yeah.
It's very close. Well, we know it's about 10 inches. So look at people's heads.
Right.
So it's a little bit in front of this guy.
It's got another like top wing thing there too. You can slightly see.
It's another
Plastic?
A little better one right there. So my point is how extremely.
It's still got that like a wing thing. I don't know.
He said it's a plasma.
So it gets even better. So the pier it's hard to say, 1,000 feet away. So this is one angle, right? So what if I told you there was a guy standing at the pier pointing a camera this way?
And he caught the same one?
And caught the same thing.
That's triangulation. That's exactly.
What if I told you here's the guy standing 1,000 feet away and something happened?
Oh, look at it.
It is. Much clearer picture.
Look at that.
There it is. So to me, it looks like it's flat, but I don't think it's flat. I just think it's the optics and the shadows. But, and I know too, if you're watching this for the first time, you'd bet your life that, no, Robert, that's a bug. But I do have interviews of bug experts, and they have attested that these are not bugs, and they're not because what's triggering the X band? What's triggering the K band? Why? How come they're so predictable? You cannot predict a bug or a bird, but you can predict a dragon.
Almost looks like a warp bubble.
Oh, around it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this is all you do. You just very predictable. So let me shoot through. That's my roof. I keep a roof camera for backup. Um, and that's how I get my triangulation videos. I do have a triangulation of the fire department coming in. So we have a bird here,
Right.
we have a bird, and we better have a dragon or I'm going to look embarrassed here. Come on, here it comes. We
There.
got two. Oh
Oh,
no,
wow.
that's a bird. No,
Right, that's
we
a
already
bird.
had we already had the dragon come and go.
Oh,
Jesus.
really?
Okay.
I totally missed it.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh,
there it
yeah.
Right
is.
there on the left. So we've got a chopper, we've got two birds,
Right.
and we have this dragon came and left just like that. That's how it works, everyone. So if you're trying to do this, you're going to have to train your eye to look for something fast. Train your eye to look for a bullet.
Now I'm wondering if my phone will shoot 60 seconds or frames
It
per
will.
second. Right.
Not your average cell phone. I
Yeah,
don't think.
right.
It will.
You have video of multiple dragons, right? I mean, I think it's
Yeah, actually, I
we've
do. I
had
have,
one where we've got some ospreys and helicopters and
yep, I'll
multiple
get to that.
dragons. We have on a
Really?
still photo on our
Correct.
screen of that.
Okay. We
That's
have,
crazy.
again, this is the LAPD. They're here the most. There's a bird, there's a dragon. So let's get through. Let's try to get to here. Let's look for twins. I call those multiple twins. Let's see if we can find some twin images. Here, by the way, here's a lucky good one. It took
That's
me
a really good picture.
this was 5 years ago, 2018, going down Lincoln Boulevard, Marina Del Rey. I put the camera out the car. I was recording. There was an airplane in the background. I caught this dragon. He was flying on the high voltage lines. These are high voltage. So he was recharging. Last year, the police flew over my roof. I checked my roof camera. Look at these two objects 5 years apart.
That's crazy.
Here goes the KA. Did you happen to hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
So that's 5 years. So June 18th and 11/22.
Yeah.
Wow.
5 years apart. That was hard. It had to wait 5 years to get a very similar photo like that. That's
Yeah,
how dedicated.
looks like almost the sun is glinting off of it.
The top of it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, here just briefly because this is worldwide and I have viewers all over the world that are copying my format. Look at this. I said just record airliners.
Right.
And look at this. This two of them. This is in Scotland.
Wow.
This is in Scotland.
So I got a question. Do you think these things are running routes, or are they just miscellaneous whenever's planes around?
Miscellaneous. They're
Miscellaneous.
reconning.
Oh, there is two. Look at that. They go in two different directions.
They're reconning. Here's one from Florida. Same thing.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That was
zigzag.
those multiple. Yeah, and there's a few of them.
Yeah. There are more than one. There are more than one right there. This is a viewer with just a cell phone. You know, nothing super high tech. There goes the KA again.
You just have to slow it down enough to see
That's
it.
higher tech than mine.
Yeah.
You know what? You want
Cheap
to
phone.
do every time you hear that K band, look down on Marina Del Rey, planefinder.net, and see if there's an airplane flying by. I'll move my radar detector closer to the camera so you can hear it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one, right? Doug, isn't there one by the Santa Monica?
Right,
There.
the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying.
It shows you the direction it's going.
Yeah. You're saying, is that important? Every time aircraft, especially the airliners, when the airliners, you see Culver City on there, right there, every time, jeez,
You got one en route too.
we got one en route right in front of me.
Yep.
About to, now you know why the Pentagon said activates the K-band.
Right.
Okay, let me get to the videos here. Let me get to the twin. Jeez, I may want to shut that off if this is going to continue. Come on, show me some more twin. Let me show you some more twin, and I want to get to the, okay, here we go. This is the
Oh,
triangle. This is the triangulation video. So this is the fire department came in. We have two dragons. One's coming off the ground. The other one's just flying right to left. Now, what's
Wow.
important here is this is really important. Your viewers want to see this. So you see this one right here, how basically it's at the more or less the same level as the fire department helicopter.
Right.
My camera is at 200 feet elevation on the balcony. Well, my roof camera is at 240 feet.
Right.
So it did pick up this dragon. For some reason, my roof camera did not see this guy.
Right.
But that's, you have to talk to an optical physicist. I don't claim to know it all. I don't know it all, but I'm doing my best to document everything.
Yeah.
So this is the one to watch here. Yeah, on July 4th. So let me see if I can find my roof camera next. July 4th.
have you reported these to Arrow?
I'm giving these to everybody. Now,
This is
again,
an Arrow thing.
Yeah. Especially if you've got triangulation of them. If he's
well,
got
I
more than
posted,
one video
yes,
of
I
the
posted,
same one.
yes. Let me find my roof thing. I posted in last summer, 7/4. So my roof camera would be here from 7. Oh, I'm not looking at my regular. Here, look, bear with me here real quick. Here, just bear with me. All I have to do is type in, show me everything from 7/4. And I'll show you my roof camera here. I call it synchronized. This is live video feed. So this is a contrast. It's a lot easier to see
Oh
the
yeah.
contrast, right? Right here is the helicopter, okay, or the fire department, okay? Same time, 11:07 on July 4th, okay? Roof camera 40 feet higher. Here we go. Here it comes. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So because there it is right there. Let me enlarge it. So because the camera is 40 feet higher, it is looking down on the UAP, on the Dragon.
Right.
It's not now level with the helicopter.
Correct.
Okay, so there's the triangulation. I know people want to see it because we all want the truth, and you're just saying, show us the proof. Just show us the proof. Some people are saying, look, I'm not a skeptical person. Just show us the proof. All right, I have the synchronized, I have the triangulation videos. I have this. Look at this thing. Look how fast it traveled. Now the
Yeah.
roof camera's 4K. It's shooting at 15 frames, but nevertheless, it is supplying the evidence that you want. There it is. It comes in. It's below the fire department, and it just keeps flying to the left. All the
Oh.
way.
So that means it turned.
Yeah, and
Because it's
it's
Yeah.
real.
yeah, it banked somewhere off near that helicopter.
But really, these are hard to get. These are hard to get, but I put my hours in. I put 12,000 hours of research in, and there you go. So
Wow.
we got to move on, and let me show you now maybe some more twins, and then I'll show you some red diamonds. 7474 twin. And let's go to this one right here. Oh, look at this. He's banking. Who is this? This is the Coast Guard, CG Coast Guard, 3 tags.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That dropped
We've
straight
got,
down.
yeah, we got one right here. There he goes with the
Yeah.
plasma jets. So let me just watch the full video. There he goes. Let's keep
Holy
watching the
crap.
Coast Guard.
In the water, or at least out of frame. Hard to tell.
Did you see him come back?
Yeah,
Right.
back up to behind it.
We got some birds. Let me see. Do the birds get tagged? Birds get tagged. Yep, birds got tagged. Did you see that, or was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
birds were
The thing,
barely moving. Like wow.
the thing is, even in slow motion, I still miss them. There's something about their stealth technology that even in slow motion, you can miss them.
So it's like 2, 3 flaps of the birds, and that thing comes zipping through the frames. That is really fast.
Yeah,
Wow.
consistent. This is all over the world.
Unless it's so close. Even then.
They're all evidently there's something at the Jetty Rocks. There we go. We got the police.
Yep,
We got one here.
that one
He
just went
just got
right on
tagged.
through.
Just another one, another one. He got one coming out this way. We got two right there. I know because your eyes are not trained. You see the two right there on
Yeah,
top? They're
they almost crisscross. Yep.
crisscross. They're like, "Hey Joe, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good.
It's like high five.
High five. Oh, this is so much." I wonder. I mean, are they saying this is so much fun?
Yeah.
God, I really wonder about that.
They're clearer than the helicopter too, so it's almost like your camera focused a little more on those than those. Oh, okay. There, maybe it was just the frames.
That's amazing.
Just phenomenal. There's a good one. Very similar to the one at the beach at the
Yeah.
Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
It's consistent. The silhouette, the science, the photos.
Yeah.
It's all consistent. You know, in physics we have something called a factor, a smudge factor, where we don't understand something but we allow it. So here there are no smudge factors and X factors. It's just consistent science. Here we got plane of focus, so the camera saw the dragon
Right.
because the camera is saying, "Look, what do you want me to look at? You want me to
Right.
look at the helicopter or the dragon?
Yep.
You decide." And I'm not a professional photographer, so I just leave everything on autofocus
Right.
because the engineers at Sony got it figured out. So when you push autofocus, you're going to get a good picture.
Yeah, it's gonna be faster than if you tried to focus on it because it would be out of frame by the time you could even focus on it.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to compete with the other
No.
and try to. But here we are. Here we
Oh,
are. So
nice.
again, custodian file on YouTube, or if you want to email me, custodianfile@gmail. People are sending me videos from all over the world, but let me keep showing them to you because I want to get to my red diamond.
Yeah, this red diamond.
Look at this. We got two coming off the ground.
Straight up into an
Again,
angle.
they don't like it when the Jetty Rocks are right here on the left. When you fly to the Jetty Rocks, they just don't like it.
Mm.
They want to know what you're doing here. They don't, something, every military's there. Here's two, let me show you some Seahawks. I got a crazy one a year ago. Look at these two Seahawks coming in. Look at them getting tagged. You see them on the right, on the bottom, the dragon?
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Watch. Boom. Just tagged two Seahawks.
Wow.
In fact, let's just go to Seahawks only. I got a killer Seahawk.
That was just in June too. That was.
Yeah, but let me stop what I'm doing. Let me just go to my Seahawk because I have a ridiculous good one from January, I believe. Da, da, da. This might be it right here. Hopefully it is. Okay, this is one of them, but this is not the one I was looking for. January, this is really let me see, maybe January 20th. Oh, this is worth checking out. What do we have here? We have two Navy Seahawks flying around. They're doing their best. They're doing their best. I can't
Oh.
say anything bad. Now he pulled up. I don't know if he was trying to avoid a collision, but he pulled up really quickly.
You did.
Yeah, they're pretty close together.
Yeah, but that's not the one. I think this is the one I'm looking for. I could have sworn it was in January. I think this is the one I'm looking for. Okay, yeah. January 12th. Okay, we'll go back to the video from January 12th. So January 12th, check this out.
Is that a gun to it? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it's a Gatling gun. Comes over Marina Del Rey. They have their doors off. I've never seen that.
Navy.
They have a gunner in the back.
Right.
And I did find out later that they had every intention of shooting down this drone.
Really?
They even posted it on YouTube. They went out of their way to make it very clear. That was a video made in Point Magoo, and they made it very clear that we have every intention of shooting down an Earth drone if we want to. And that's why would the gunner be there? Over 5,000 boats in Marina
Yeah,
Del
he's
Rey.
behind that thing. He's
He's got his, let me see if I can enlarge it just a little more.
Oh, I like the coverage of that. Yeah, there's
The
something
pilots, yeah, that's it. That's 100 rounds a second.
Yeah.
That's not a machine gun. That's 100 rounds a second. Machine gun is 20, 25 rounds a second. It's interesting. The pilot's flying with his doors off. That never happens.
there. Right?
It's almost as if it's understood. We're going to go in. We're going to shoot this down. If things go bad, I'm jumping
Have
out.
a way out. Yeah, have a way out. We're going to not put the door on today.
No door today.
No door today.
I think this is the video. So he gets tagged. Let's play the video. Let me see if I did my homework. Okay, I zoomed in. Oh, here he is as his helmet.
Yeah.
They're doing the best they can. God bless them.
That seems really close.
Okay, these are just other Seahawks. But now we know it's January 20th. So let's just go back to 1/12/23. And then we'll find the I think this is it right here. This was hard to get. Okay, he banks. He's banking over the jetty rocks. Here it comes.
There it is.
Oh.
So he's at his machine gun. He has his hand on the trigger. He's ready. Say, get ready, get ready. It's like, okay, it's in front of you.
Yeah.
Here's your chance to fire.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, nice try.
Yeah.
All these homes right here.
You're right.
Yeah, you have to shoot
Yeah.
down into the public there.
And if I'm living down there and these guys are flying around all the time, I might have a problem with that.
Yeah, can you imagine calling your insurance company?
Yeah,
Hey,
my car.
I just got my car and roof shut off. They'd hang up on you. They wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
Darn it.
That's
Let me
crazy.
see if I could catch the very beginning video here. Oh my gosh, my best stuff. 112. Maybe it's right behind where the that's super, super odd. I always have it right here because it's fun to watch the whole video in action. Let me see, because I got pretty excited on this one. This is just a regular tourism flying too close to the roof.
Right.
And when you fly close to the roof, this is what happens. But if you go to my channel, I did post the Navy guy
Nice.
I posted the whole video. I was screaming. It was pretty exciting.
Right.
I was screaming here.
That's
So I'll
awesome.
tell you what, before we run out of time, let's shoot through some red diamonds. So my red diamonds, I don't have them labeled red diamonds. I should. I really need to do that.
You need a best of file there, but
Yeah. Where should I? So one of my best diamonds was Palmdale, California. So let me just look up Palmdale real quick. Palmdale.
That's great.
Sometimes I can't even find my own files.
We have a lot.
It's like,
yeah.
come on, Robert. I mean, can you Palmdale's? Let me go back up to this right here. Open it up. Go to Palmdale. Come on. Because your viewers are being very patient. There it is.
There you go.
I'm telling you. Very patient. So what's going on here? So, like I said before, all I do is I watch air show videos. I watch air show videos and I watch the Blue Angels, I watch the Thunderbirds, and I find more dragon video. It's really that simple. And so here's a red diamond. This was maybe 5 years ago, Palmdale, California. The Blue Angels are just practicing. He's got a GoPro camera. He's just filming what he's doing. He's having a good time. This white spot is the reflection of the pilot's helmet.
Right.
In a few more seconds, going super slow motion, right here to the right. I should let you interpret what you're going to see, but what I'm seeing is a wormhole will open. And a wormhole, as evidently, is not a tiny expanding dot. It is looks like a curtain being pulled back. So you will see something like a curtain being pulled back. You'll see a cloud, a circular cloud. You'll see some black dots. Those are dragons coming out. They are escorting the UAP, the UFO, because they value their organic pilots. They value the life of the organic pilots, as do we with our pilots. They ascertain everything is safe. They tell the ship to fly in. You're going to see everything. It's going to fly up to the windshield. You're going to hear a click because the video is behind the glass. You will hear the click that the UFO makes. We don't know what the click is. Maybe it's a muffled sonic boom. Maybe it has to do with the sound of their propulsion. I'm going to show you the video. You decide what we are looking at. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
There it is.
Oh, whoa.
See the line?
Yeah.
Hear the
What
click?
the?
I did not.
What in that?
It's just, there it comes.
Oh.
You hear the click?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'll stop it for you too.
I'm just trying not to get dizzy.
Okay, so let's stop it.
Yeah, it's a wormhole.
I'm looking at the other things kind of.
Yeah, they're coming out of it.
Canopy.
Let's see the.
These are dragons. These
So
are
there's
dragons.
one that develops there too. I didn't even see that one. I'm seeing this line form, and then I didn't even see that one.
Now I could tell you where this is on YouTube if you want to look it out, check it out right now. So look how fast the wormhole or the portal. Look how fast it opens and closes.
Oh yeah.
You see the flash?
Yeah.
Right.
The energy transfer. Again, a lot of electricity, perhaps hundreds of millions, maybe billions of volts. That's what you need to go from dimension to dimension. How do you do that? It's not with element 20, element 120. You need high voltage, hundreds of millions, if not billions of volts. That's what gets you from here to there. Now, how do you do that? That's a whole other science.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
So, okay, so the dragons say, come on in, everything's fine. So the UFO, the UAP, now we don't know if it's from another planet or if it's from our future, but there it is.
Yeah.
So it flies up to the plane, it makes
That's
a click,
crazy.
isn't it? Look at the
Yeah.
shape. Look at this shape right here. It kind of looks like almost like a USB flash drive.
Yeah, with the little connection and
Yeah.
stuff.
This would fit
That's
in the
right.
computer, and the back of it is maybe a hexagon, an
Right.
octagon. Okay, it's important. I'm going somewhere with this. This is important. But that's kind of like what we're seeing. Let me see. How do I shrink my picture back? Oh my God. There goes the KA band.
I heard that.
Yeah, but I'm looking at come on, what's going on with my computer here? There it is. Come on. Cut it out. Cut it out.
CIA.
If
That's
you watch
kinda
it in
cool.
real here, just watch it in real time. It really it's just to show you what you're up against.
Oh boy. I'm trying not to get dizzy. Oh, that was so fat. Oh, there it
Oh
is.
yeah.
Yeah. You might say, Robert, how did you ever find that to begin with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of watching.
It's it's a it's a little bit of subliminal. I've got some kind of subliminal DNA going on. So that helps.
Right.
That helps. Here's a guy while we're in Palmdale. Here's a guy on his motorcycle cruising down Palmdale. And for some reason, yeah, this is the real time. Let me shorten it. For real time, he gets buzz. There goes the X band again. And my camera is just pointed at the ocean.
That's crazy.
It should not be going off. They're
Right.
still flying around. Okay, so he's flying. He's flying, and 3 jets fly over his head. Who does that? 3 jets. It's Palmdale, California. Who does that? Why would they fly over his head? Well, it's because when he was, let me see if I could find if I have I should have the interpolation. Let me quickly. They're chasing a dragon. That's why. Yeah, here it comes. To the left.
There it is. Yeah.
Northern.
They're chasing that guy.
Oh wow.
So how did I find this? I didn't find it. I found the jets. If the jets are flying somewhere where they're not supposed to, you could assume they're chasing UFOs. So you go back and you watch 3 minutes, 5 minutes before the jets show up.
And you find it.
Where there is smoke, there's fire. Where there are jets, there are UFOs. There it is.
Wow.
That's what they're chasing. So it's coming down the highway, and the jets are coming down the highway. So it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
God, my computer screen keeps freezing up. So let's go to the other red diamond. The other red diamond is in Chicago. Let's see if that works. Okay, no, I'm going to have to just go to my Chicago file. So I've shown you one red diamond. Let me show you the other. Here we go. All I do is I watch Blue Angels, same thing, air show. So what we have here, the pilot is probably at 4,000 feet. He's looking down on Lake Huron. All these white dots are boats. They're watching
Right.
the air show.
Oh,
They're
wow.
watching our
Sunny
show,
day,
right?
probably 90 degrees. It's beautiful in Chicago. He has his GoPro camera on, and what do you think flies in front of him?
That.
The dragon. Wow.
That's flat. Oops, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
It gets
flat.
better. It gets better. It gets better.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's
Now,
crazy.
does that not look very similar to Palmdale?
Yeah.
Right?
A flash drive with
Yep.
the hexagon, octagon in the back?
That does
Let's
look
go to the
similar.
next frame. The next frame is right here. What do you think? Give me an honest opinion.
I
That's
don't
amazing. It
even
looks
know.
just like, yeah.
It does look like the same shape you were showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
amazing.
if you remember last year, when we were chasing balloons and we were shooting them down.
Yeah.
One balloon was over Chicago airspace, and the pilot said, "Hey, I see it. It's black. It looks hexagon.
Yeah.
I see it.
That's
I'm going to
right.
shoot at it." This is what he was looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. What are the odds? Over Chicago airspace, black hexagon. Well, that's what this is.
That's cool.
So, and then he said his missile missed.
Yeah.
I could tell you by talking to a major friend in the Air Force, if you shoot at real UFOs, this is not a dragon. If you shoot at real UFOs, they do turn the missiles around and they'll shoot you out of the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've heard
it
that.
gets, yeah, and the Italian government has just repeated the same thing.
Yeah.
So don't shoot at UFOs. We did that from 1950 to 1970,
Yeah.
and we lost an airplane somewhere in the world every day for 20 years.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I got that from the Air Force itself.
A
Do not
plane a
shoot-
day for 20 years. I
Yes.
haven't heard that one.
Yeah, you're not going to, because a 3-star general at NORAD told him, and he told me. People tell me stuff.
All right, Rob, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Oh my God, you didn't see the other red diamond. Okay,
Well, bring it
let's
in.
wrap.
Bring it. Bring it. Let's bring it.
Canada. Come
Bring the
on,
red
Canada.
diamond.
Come on, Canada. Hurry up. Here. Canada. CAN. Come on. Okay, here we go. Ready, set.
There it is.
Here we go. Air show in Canada. Just watch it. No, that's too small of a picture. Too small of a picture. Let me enlarge that. Okay. Just watching the air shows, F-22. Dragon right here will pop up, and then the other dragon will fly by. He's escorting a UFO. You'll see the UFO. Okay? Come on. Here comes the dragon escorting. And right behind the dragon is a UAP, and you're going to see it clear as day. Look in the bottom right corner.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
That's crazy.
Bottom right corner. So what's going on here, everybody?
Yeah, it looks like he's escorting the...
Yeah. They
Yeah.
protect these guys. Again, I don't know if it's from another planet or from our future,
Right.
but here are the videos, and I think, you know, in all
Nice.
fairness, I think we can all agree the sky looks like it's blue, and this looks like it's a F-22.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we can agree whatever this object is, it's about as clear as the F-22.
F-22, right.
So you decide to there. What are we
Yeah.
looking at? So I'll leave it at that, everybody.
Nice.
Let me close out. And I have all these off of YouTube, so I know where all the original videos are.
And that's on your custodian file, right?
Custodian, you find it all on Custodian file. So please watch, please subscribe. ask questions, and you can reach out to me anytime. And I do appreciate you having me on, and
Awesome.
I appreciate your curiosity and your open mind.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming on.
Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Alien Probe Podcast. Welcome comments, questions, or requests to alienprobepodcast@gmail.com. Visit us on Facebook and also our website at alienprobe.net, Twitter and Instagram at alienprobepod. See us on Rumble and YouTube. Thank you, Robert Shiepe. We appreciate it. And
Thank you for having me. The next time we'll start with the Red Diamond in Covina.
Yeah,
let's
there you
do
go.
it. We're going to do another one. All right,
Okay.
sir.
You got
Take
it.
care.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You
Watch
too.
the skies.
Yes.